Hello? I hate... This is so hard when it's just you in the room by yourself. Hello! Welcome back to...
Hello!
What's the safe word? I'm Amp.
And I'm Bull.
And this week...
It's really frustrating already.
Is buffering still, probably. We are going to talk about long-distance relationships. And as you guys know, I'm in San Francisco, he's in Seattle. A little delayed. Actually, can you move into a different room? I really...
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Is your Wi-Fi better somewhere else?
I'm gonna try... Yeah,
Okay,
I'm gonna try
sorry,
this.
1 second, he's moving to another
Up
room.
Here. It's... Is this better? Is this better?
Oh yeah! That's much better. I can actually see you. It's like I can hear you.
Really?
Let's say you've fallen in love with another person in a different city. How is that going to work?
Well,
That's what we're going to explain today. That's the whole show. It's a long distance relationship show.
and we figured speaking about long distance relationships wouldn't work so well unless we were in the same room together.
Ah, that's sweet.
Really actually against what we're talking about
It
today,
is.
but besides the point, long distance relationships are tough for some people. I've been in actually one very long-term long distance relationship. I had one that was 3 years long.
What?
Yeah, we had a dog together. There were lots of great things about it. Long distance relationships though are tough for many reasons. Now for me, obviously that long distance relationship did not turn out, didn't work, still single. We wanted to sit down today and talk to you and kind of talk about long distance relationships, how to make it work, and for those kinksters, how you can work in kinks and still make that relationship successful. We're adding some pointers to your pockets.
Is that a pocket?
Yeah, it's not, you're not fisting because you didn't go, oh, maybe it is
I
fisting.
did. Can't fist long distance. Or can you?
Tune in at 11.
Let's start with some cool basic facts. I don't know. Cool. Let's start with cool facts.
Cool is all relative, really.
Cool facts for you.
Only
No.
if you're gonna do like a cool 80s like cool facts and like animate it and like
I could do that.
put us in like little like triangle like holes in the screen like
Yeah. Let's start with some cool facts. 70% of all college students have actually been in a long-distance relationship. Of partners who stayed together, 60% who remained long distance stayed together. 40% actually broke up. Of partners who ended up moving in together, 85% broke up and 15% stayed together.
those were some great facts.
Word.
As we make clear in every episode, communication is very key, especially for long distance relationships. Every time that you get to interact, talk, text with your partner in a long distance relationship is valuable because you don't see them all the time. So we recommend getting a webcam or having a phone with a front facing camera that allows you to talk to your partner frequently and actual face-to-face interaction is happening.
Because texts and just phone calls lack a nuance that actual face-to-face conversation really has.
One of the hardest things for me when I was that long distance relationship was context and tone, and you weren't getting a lot of that from text and just chatting via like SMS or like any kind of instant messaging. It's something that you only get when you're actually speaking to a person face to face.
Yeah.
And looking into their eyes. You're getting closer.
Are you kidding? Snail mail is also a great way of doing things. It's romantic and shit. Like, you know, the movie...
Like Escargot?
Dogs? Yes!
But seriously, snail mail is something that can provide more than just 140 characters if you're tweeting. Well, actually, why would you be tweeting your significant other? Like, if Twitter was your form of like interacting with your online waifu, like that is no. But snail mail provides you long form interactions of being able to tell someone how you feel, give them like maybe an update, maybe like write a diary, or you
Put
just
a
tell
little
them.
kiss on the envelope.
Make sure you put some sort of fun mail effects in post.
Yeah. Communication isn't just about text though. Text is in the written format or just talking. It's also about like playing games with the other person or other forms of communication. So having a phone game or some online game and playing it with them and interacting with them that isn't just text is important.
Or if you both really like Lady Gaga, you can make it a love game.
La la
Make a love game, But make sure if you're playing games, you're not playing any mind games. Mind games are not fun for long distance relationships. So what about sex and actual interaction in that regard? How do you get stimulated sexually with your partner if they're long distance a lot? I mean, when you are together, it makes the sex even better because you miss each other for a long time, but what do you do to keep yourself at bay, like at BAE? There are plenty of apps out there that allow you to FaceTime with your partner. I mean, you can jerk off together. You can send each other tasteful, fun little nudes.
Cam show.
Yeah. And just keep it for them or save it for later.
Or you can text and talk dirty or send your significant other some underwear in the mail.
Used underwear. I've actually done that before. Sent used underwear to a partner.
What?
They were into it.
Yeah, probably.
Don't judge me.
I'm not judging
Don't
you.
kink shame.
I am.
Don't yuck my yum.
It's yummy.
Don't smell my underwear. Or what if you guys are both okay with it being open? Open relationships are one way that partners can get what they need sexually, still miss their partners, but keep themselves at bay until their partner gets back home.
Everyone's getting what they want, and if they're all happy in the end, if everyone's getting exactly what they want and no one's mad at each other about it, then what's wrong?
Yeah, well for me, when I was in that long distance, long-term relationship, my partner at the time was not okay opening it up, and so that made it really difficult for us, and especially since I was a more sexual person, like my sex drive was much higher, that you both are on the same page as far as everyone's being fulfilled, everyone's getting their sex in, or they are fine not having sex. But opening up a relationship is a really good way to fix any anger towards a partner who may not be giving you the right amount of sex. But making your relationship open does not make your relationship any lesser or your partner any less sexy, desirable. It's a way for you guys to work around your distance but still show that you care about each other because you are okay letting them go to fulfill their needs somewhere else. I think that's something that gets lost a lot when people talk about open relationships. They think that it's cheating or sneaking around or making their relationship somehow lesser.
Are you talking about it to each other? Yes, then like what's the problem?
Yes, because if you weren't talking about it with each other, that would be considered cheating, which is not what we're talking about.
No. All kinds of couples are in long-distance relationships. Migratory partners, commuters, military couples, and college couples, to name a few. They're likely to be different from one another in ways that can only affect the length of the relationship. But one thing they appear to have in common is commitment.
And I think that's true in many ways. I mean, every relationship is a distanced relationship.
Yeah.
Even Christopher, who I am in a relationship of sorts, he lives outside the city, and that's a distance that makes it so we can't see each other every day. Most importantly though, visit your partner often if you guys are long distance. If you're in different cities, plan trips in the future, put a calendar together that you can actually share, and don't touch me, and have a good time together. Because we're having fun, right? The tears means he's happy. So this week, we want to ask you a question about long distance relationships.
Have you ever been in a long-distance relationship? And how did it work for you?
Because we are going to be doing another episode on long distance relationships, this is part 1 of 2, just kind of having a brief conversation, starting the conversation. And next time we're going to answer some questions. We're going to talk about being kinky in a long distance relationship and what workarounds, toys, and avenues exist there for people who are, say, daddies and puppies and slaves and boys and littles. Like, there's so many different spectrums in the kink world, and they all need different things. So whether you're long distance or just long-winded, always have a safe word. Today's safe word is
Cherry blossoms.
because you're going a very long distance soon, all the way to Japan. You're not coming back. You're also going to be
Not coming back?
What?
What do you mean?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
You were hearing things. Anyway, don't forget to leave that comment down below.
Don't forget to leave a like.
And we will see you guys next time. Well, it's a safe word.
Bye.
Oh, cool.
What are you doing?
Can turn my face different colors.
You're already red. Hello? There we go. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk to the camera real quick and then let's start the bit, okay? Hello? Ugh, I hate... This is so hard when it's just you in the room by yourself.
Perfect. Is this better?
No.